Hi everybody, my name is Anna and I am going to be showing you how to make a very easy dinner. I'm the kind of person who I like easy. I like easy but nutritious. I'm always running, I come home late, I have to feed my son, and I don't like to be on my feet too long. So I like to make fast food and like I want the boy to eat. So he's a very picky boy, so it has to be tasty as well. The other thing I want to point out as I cook this dish is that most people think that eating healthy is very expensive. But I'm going to show you that this is a very cheap meal. It's a lentil curry, and like this bag here is $1.69, and this will feed your family of four. Um, and you know, I bought this broccoli because when you serve it with rice, lentils, and broccoli, like a little steamed broccoli, you have a complete meal. So it's very easy. And I'm not gonna demonstrate how to make the coconut rice, but I think in your recipes, there should be a coconut rice recipe, which you're gonna get atop of the lentil curry. So what we're gonna do is, it's very easy. The ingredients in this is carrots and potatoes, tomatoes, and I always start off with sauteing with onion and garlic, and your curry and your salt. That's it. And I can show you a little bit of variations of how to make this as well. I use a very little oil, very little oil. You don't need much. In fact, there's ways you can just saute with just purely water, but you can use, this is olive oil, very like a tablespoon, very little. All you need is just to saute the onion. And then I have chopped up onion. You can use green onion, white onion, red onion. This is actually I find it very flavorful. It's the one you use for salad. And the fun thing about sauteing onions is you can smell the flavor, the aroma of onions and garlic as you saute them. And you want to saute your onion with a little oil until it starts getting transparent, kind of like gets soft. Sorry you can't see it, but you can probably smell it. And then I also throw in the garlic as well. You just have to be careful not to burn the garlic. Okay, and today we're making lentils, but this same steps that I'm using you can use for beans, split pea, black eyed peas. So basically, if you know how to make this one, you can make any kind of legume. Okay, so you can smell the aroma of the garlic and the onion. The next thing I do is I put my potatoes and my carrots. One thing I forgot to mention is I pre-boil my lentils. Some people don't, but I do. I just prefer to boil them. It don't take that long. I just boil them, and you don't have to drain them. You just have to put enough. I put the recipe in the recipe. It shows how much water to use so that you don't have to drain it. I hope I did that. You can put a little water so your food is not burning. But what I do is I pre-boil my lentils and put them aside. And then when I'm doing this part, I'm able to just finish up real quick. I'll cover it for a minute and I'll talk to you a little bit about the lentils that I'm making. Lentils are high in, they're just a legume, but they're high in protein. I started cooking vegan. I've been vegan for about 6 years. And the reason I went vegan is because I got diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. And I had to come up with a way at first I wasn't open to it because it sounded really hard. I went out and I liked my chicken. But I have found that diet really, I'm a case in point where I can really tell you that diet really heals. It heals your body. Because ever since I went vegan, I was able to cut down on medication. I was able to, most people know here, I walked with a cane for over 12 years with a cane, but just changing my diet, I'm able to be pain-free, I'm able to be mobile, I'm able to have a better quality of life. The doctors, when I tell them about my diet, they're like, oh, that's interesting. So you have to take your health into your hands, because sometimes the doctors, all they know is medicine, and which is okay because there are benefits to medicine. But I have found in my case, living with this condition, just eating more natural, more plant-based food, especially just no dairy at all. I don't do any dairy because that flares up an autoimmune disease, and I have an autoimmune disease. Don't want to burn it. So when I go to the doctors and I tell them that I'm vegan, they wonder, where are you getting your protein? And you can get protein from legumes, and it doesn't have to be beans. It doesn't have to be beans every day. You know, we're gonna put our tomatoes, and at this point, I'm gonna season it now with. I burned a little bit. I'm gonna put in the curry and the salt. Now here you can, if you like a little kick, you can put a little cayenne, a little cayenne pepper, just a pinch. I try not to because my husband doesn't like hot. And then I use salt. You can also, at this point, you can also put a little garlic powder. But since I use garlic, you don't really need to put garlic. But sometimes there's something about garlic powder. I like I'm a garlic person, just garlic powder. And garlic is good for you. So, and you know, you can smell it. It's really flavorful. And it's really all natural. I try not to use canned. Like you can see, I just use all natural. Even when I buy beans, I buy the beans and I soak them overnight and I cook them. Because another thing with rheumatoid arthritis or any autoimmune disease, you want to stay away from processed foods. Because they have, what they do is they have, I'm going to cover this up again, they have preservatives. You want to stay away from preservatives. Preservatives are not good for autoimmune, and they're not good for you overall. Even if you don't have a disease, you want to just stay away from all natural. You don't want to eat canned. Now, talking about the coconut rice, I do use canned. But read the ingredients. It's only coconut and water. That's all you want. Coconut and water. No preservatives to it. So you know you just have to be careful and read all the labels. So I cover this up until the vegetables are soft, and then I add my lentils to it and your water, and that's it. And voila, you have a really good. It's always a hit with everybody. You'll love it.